how do you prepare for cross-examination? It's actually a very tedious job, it's not something you do overnight. When you take on the responsibility of doing a trial, the one thing that you must keep in mind is the consistency with which you put forward a defense. And so every witness has a certain meaning in that larger plan. Sometimes you are aware of some questions that need to be asked, but you decide to park it for later. You may introduce it while questioning one witness, but you will actually take it forward when another witness comes onto the case. It's a very, very it's actually fine art, where you look at the broader structure of the case, you decide well in advance what you want in and what you don't want in, and you take it forward. I don't think it's the way that is projected on TV or in films. It's very different, and sometimes you won't even understand. If you were to watch cross-examinations of a particular witness, you won't even understand where it is going, because that's the scope of that witness. So a particular witness, when you're cross-examining that witness, you may not, and if you're watching proceedings, you may not understand. You think what kind of boring questions have been asked, but those boring questions actually lay the foundation of something more meaningful and something more dramatic, perhaps, that will come later on. So like everything else in law, cross-examination has to be structured. You have to be a vigilant lawyer to put the right questions at the right time. You must know when to pull back, because no matter how well you prepare on the table the night before, the witness might take you by surprise, and the witness may not give you the answers that you're expecting. And so when you watch the witness very early on, you will understand that many of the things I plan to ask him or her, I'm not going to ask, because this witness is a very sharp witness. So you might have to pull back at the last minute. You might have to, if the witness takes you by surprise and gives you an answer that you didn't expect, you might have to cover that. So there's a lot of thinking that takes place on the ground at the time when the cross-examination is going on. It's a very challenging thing. I think amongst all the various areas of law that I've practiced, cross-examination is something that I enjoy the most, although it is quite nerve-wracking. But at the end of a good cross-examination, the kind of satisfaction you don't experience anywhere else.